And there in the distance is Bay Bridge, one of the symbols of Yokohama. I'm gonna cross here. Look at this building. It's beautiful. This is Barrack Hall, guys. Hi guys, welcome back to another video and welcome back to Yokohama. Today I'm gonna take you on a walk through a place called Yamate. It is mostly a residential area. We're actually gonna start off with a hike up to a beautiful park that overlooks Yokohama Bay, and then after that we're gonna take a walk around the Yamate area. Sorry, I have cough drop in my mouth because the air is pretty dry, and when the air is dry I tend to cough, so excuse me, but I have to keep this in my mouth. But anyway, it's a beautiful day here in Yokohama, guys. Check it out. Look at the blue sky. There's not a single cloud in the sky. This makes me so happy. So happy. By the way, right down there, there is Motomachi Street, which is like one of the major shopping areas of Yokohama. But today, instead of going shopping, we're going to take a walk around this area because it's quite interesting. And you'll see a lot of historical things inside this park as we go through. Now, if you guys are planning to do this walk when you visit Yokohama in the future, make sure to bring good shoes, comfortable shoes, because it's quite a hike up. It really is. All right, so we have two choices. You can go left or right. I'm gonna go right. And yeah, these stairs are pretty brutal if you're not fit, but let's do it. This is good. I just had lunch, so this is good exercise. So how are you guys doing today? How are you? Thank you. I always appreciate you guys watching my videos on this channel. Thank you for supporting me. Whew. Yeah, I try not to talk when there are people around me, especially because I have no mask. Whew. You know, because just better that way, you know. Anyway, hope you guys are having a good day. Oh, my body feels really heavy after all the dumplings I ate. After all the dumplings I ate in Yokohama Chinatown. Oh my goodness. Check it out. Isn't this pretty? Alright, so there's a structure over there that I want to show you. This area is called Yamate, and this area used to be where the foreigners lived back in the day. And oh, okay, catching my breath. Here, right here, this building was here. This one right here. This stood here, and this belonged to a Frenchman. And it was built in 1894, and it stood right here. So obviously, you only see the remains of the house. Used to look like this. See? Isn't that interesting? So you can see part of the stairs here, right here. I think maybe perhaps this led to the second floor. Not really sure what this was. And you have here, you have a room here. I find this quite Interesting that they left this here. Okay, so let's go this way. Let's keep going because I have a lot to show you on this tour. And there's what do you call that? Is that a windmill? There's a windmill up there. And I'm sure these bricks here, these remains are part of the original structure. Oh yeah, looks like the windmill was here from before. The windmill and the house. Isn't that interesting? This is my second day in Yokohama. I have I'm gonna spend one more night tonight, then I go back to Tokyo tomorrow. I really should like just book a hotel for like an entire week in Yokohama and just relax, I think. Of course, with filming. Okay, so we're almost at our first destination. This is a well. They no longer use it, but yeah, this is the well. It's a real well and it's still here. Kind of spooky. Yeah, it reminds me of Japanese ghost stories. Wells spooked me out just a little bit. Gotta put my mask on, guys, because there are people here. I think a lot of people come by car because it is quite a hike, although it's a pretty easy hike. But yeah, you can get here by car if you have a car. And here we are. This is Minato no Mieru Okakoe. This is the park on the hill that overlooks the port. That's the translation of the name of this park. And there in the distance is Bay Bridge, one of the symbols of Yokohama. It's Bay Bridge. It lights up at night beautifully. And then that's Yokohama Bay. And my hotel is all the way down there. But what I like about Yokohama is that in a fairly compact area, there are a lot of things to see. Kind of reminds me of San Francisco, you know? And that's the port of Yokohama. First time I came here, I think it was at nighttime, pretty late at night, because the night view is also spectacular. And I'm not really sure what this is. It's called Port Hill Yokohama. Kind of looks like a hotel, but it doesn't look that pretty. Okay, let's continue the tour. So like I said, this whole area used to be the residential area for the foreigners back in the day. And many of the houses have been preserved. And most of the houses you can actually go inside for free, and it's really nice. The interior has been preserved, and right now we are entering some kind of garden. Let's see. I don't think I've been through this particular one. Kind of looks like a European or English garden, doesn't it? This is called the Fragrant Garden. And looks like roses. Pretty. This is called the Velvet Twilight. Oh, this is a very pretty garden. Yeah, I haven't been to this one actually. Yeah, feels like I'm in England or something. Sorry, I'm just like saying random things. But it's very nice. Ah, it must be rose season now. The roses are absolutely perfect. Okay, so this is a garden. I'm not really sure what that structure is in front of me is. Okay, there's an information board there. This is the oh, I see. This is the Osaragijiro Memorial Museum. Yeah, so apparently this guy was born in Yokohama, and his literary accomplishments are vast and diverse. That's what it says. And he was also a cat lover, so you'll notice many of his cat collection. You'll notice his cat collection. Sorry, so sorry. These days I can't speak properly, and that's one of the cat structures. Interesting. Yeah, I've never been here before. So I guess this is to, I guess, commemorate this guy who was born in Yokohama, and this looks like that guy. This is the guy. All right, let's go on to the next one. Right next door there are two other structures here that are quite stunning as well. So here right in front of me, look, here's another beautiful house, like a preserved house. Isn't that nice? It's surrounded by this beautiful garden as well. Let's see. What a lovely garden. You know, it's hard to believe that we're in the middle of winter. Or we're just entering winter. It feels more like springtime to me. Look at this, isn't it a beautiful house? And it's huge. And I think you can go inside as well. And I see another house right over there. Another beautiful fountain. Wow. It's funny, why haven't I visited this garden before? I wonder why. Was I too tired? Look at this. This is absolutely charming. Okay, so those are some old Western style houses, former residences of past occupants. But yeah, the houses have been preserved, and like I said, you can go into many of the houses. Like here, this house right here, the first floor has been converted into a cafe called Cafe Rose. See, it says Cafe Rose. And the preserved houses, they have been numbered. So this one is Yamate. In English it's called Bluff. It's Bluff number 111. Yeah, and this is one of the houses that have been preserved in the first floor is a cafe. Yeah, it's kind of nice to just walk around and drop in for tea and enjoy looking at the houses, I guess. You know, when I took my sister and her husband here, it was the first time my sister actually said she could live in Japan. Yeah, she said she would actually live in Yokohama. I don't know if it was the houses or the atmosphere of the place, who knows, but she really likes this area. Oh, and also Lawrence. Lawrence also likes this area because he says it looks very rich. So if you go to the right over there, that is that park overlooking the bay, and we're going to cross here to red. Let's wait until the light changes. Yeah, I'm pretty impatient when it comes to lights, but I will follow the rules. I'm pretty sure Satoshi's watching this video and I don't want him to get mad at me for being a bad influence on the world. Okay, now there are a couple of interesting things down this way. Actually, there's a lot of interesting things down this way, and let's stop at the next place. Oh, by the way, on the left there's another museum. I believe this is a museum, and this is housed in another old building that's been kind of preserved. And this is the Iwasaki Museum, and I've never been in here before either. And there's a cafe as well. You know, right now it's today is December 1st, guys. The day I actually filmed this video, December 1st, and it is warm. It's warm. I only have this one hoodie on and I'm actually sweating. Yeah, it's kind of unusual for it to be this warm, but climate is changing all over the world, isn't it? Yeah, it's so strange. All right, right ahead of us is the next place we're gonna stop. Let me cross here first. All right, so here we are at Yokohama Foreign General Cemetery. Yeah, this is a cemetery that's a little bit different from your usual Japanese cemetery. These are British people that have been buried here. And it is a beautiful cemetery. Sorry, a little bit noisy, but there's someone mowing grass down there. But as you can see, the cemetery is full of crosses, you know, which is very different from your typical Japanese cemetery. And there's English inscription on the tombstones, like that one. Yeah. So I don't know if you found that interesting, but my sister found it interesting. So we've exited the cemetery. Another place I would like to point out is the restaurant right across the street. It's called Restaurant Roche, and it's really nice because for example, on the second floor, the second floor is another restaurant that's a French restaurant, but they overlook this cemetery, and it's very nice for some. I don't know why I like it. I like the whole atmosphere of this place. And then right next door is an even better place. I mean, oh my god, look, check out this building, guys. This is another French restaurant. I'm gonna cross here. Look at this building. It's beautiful. Let's cross. It's called Restaurant Nani? Jubanka. Restaurant Yamate Jubanka. Yeah. It's a very nice and quaint French restaurant. I would definitely like to eat here. Maybe sitting on the balcony, or even just having coffee. I wonder if you could just have coffee here. Oh yeah, it looks like you can. Yeah, right now it's cafe time, so you can have like chocolate cake, pudding a la mode, with different teas and stuff. Yeah. And then here is another, oh, this is another house. This is Yamate Jubankan. This is number 10. If you go inside here, I think they're closed now. Yeah, there's a cafe down there as well, inside a renovated old house. It's pretty, isn't it? Yeah. not sure am I allowed to go inside? Well, no one's here to scold me. Look at that house over there. I love that house, that green one. Isn't this pretty? I can just imagine my friend Lawrence drinking tea here with his pinky up. Just matches him so much. He loves England. That's where he went to school. That's a very pretty house. It's a very cute house. Isn't that interesting? Remember now, we are still in Japan. Doesn't feel like you're in Japan, huh? Okay, and just a couple of more things I want to show you before we go back down to Motomachi. Right here you have a church. Kind of hard to see from this side. Let me cross. Might be easier for me to show you what the church looks like. There we go. That's the church. There's a park here. You know, one time I tried coming up here by bicycle. Impossible. Absolutely impossible. And there's an old style telephone booth here, and it still operates. The telephone on the inside is modern though. So this is a telephone booth here. Yep, still operating. Although you have that up there, that's so funny. That is so funny, look at that. That's so interesting. Oh, I never realized they had that old thing. I don't know what you call it. Okay, and then right here, there's another house here. This is Bluff number 234, I think. Yeah, 234. And we're not going to go into any of them today, but they are quite interesting, and you can learn about the history of the people who lived there. And right next door you have another house with a cafe on the outside. It's a perfect day to have a tea outside, isn't it? That's so pretty. This place is called Enokite. Oh yeah, there's actually like three groups of people having tea inside there at this beautiful cafe. And right across from that cafe is another house here. This is so pretty. It's almost like something out of a movie or something. Isn't this pretty? And then after this house, I'll show you one more house, and then we'll go down to the shopping street and we will end the video there. This is called the Erisman home. Yeah, so maybe it belonged to Mr. Erisman. And then there's one more house this way. There's another church here. Here we are, Barrack Hall. That's the name of this particular residence. And this is one of the grandest of them all. Yeah, it is grand. Let's go this way so I can show you the house. This is Barrack Hall, guys. Inside here there's actually a hall where they used to have like dance parties. It's quite a big house, and it's lovely. It overlooks the port of Yokohama. Yeah, this is a really nice hall. Kind of reminds me of those houses in Beverly Hills. What do you guys think? Interesting? No? Let me know in the comments, okay? Alright guys, so sorry. Okay guys, so let's go out, and I want to take you guys back down to the Motomachi shopping area. I haven't actually shown you guys that place. but it's a very nice shopping area. It's actually one of the oldest shopping areas in Yokohama. It was actually created for the foreign residents that used to live in the bluffs or on this hill. If you look around, there are still many gorgeous houses all around me. This is a pretty rich area, I think. That's a pretty big house, and you know, for Japan, that's big too. I wouldn't mind having a house up here, although, oh, I love that person's wreath. It's pretty. You see, there's a proper driveway. Very rare in Japan. Yeah, I sometimes think, you know, when I was younger, I used to think I wanted a house. However, I'm not sure about that anymore. I think about the upkeeping that you have to do for a house. You know, like if you have a garden, you have to, you know, take care of your gardens. And we're gonna go down this very steep hill. This is a hill that I was trying to come up with a bicycle. Forget it. Just forget it. Just forget that. If you can ride up this hill on bicycle with no help from machines or anything, oh my gosh, I bow down to you. I wonder what they're building here. Oh, this is something new. Okay, I forgot what I was talking about, but that's okay. Let's walk down here, because this is also one of my favorite hills. Yeah, there are multiple hills that you can use to get back down, but I like this one because there are a few things I like about this place. Mostly shops. Mostly some of my favorite shops. I can already smell one of my favorite bakeries in Japan, and it's right here. It's called the Bluff Bakery. Are they open? Right here, Bluff Bakery, guys. Oh gosh, their bread is heavenly. Heavenly. Yeah, and it's way up here, like up on the hill. And even trying to go down by bicycle, you know, on this hill is very scary. Very scary, because the hill is so steep. Okay, I remember what I was talking about. Yeah, talking about the fact that I used to think I wanted a big house, but I don't want one anymore, because unless I had a lot of money, like money to burn, I don't know how I would take care of the landscaping or the pool if I had one, and all the rooms that I have to clean. Oh my goodness, I can't even imagine. I would need a maid. You see, there are all these quaint shops along this hill, along this slope. This is a cafe here, and on this side there's a beauty salon over there, and it's so cute. We're not going to go down there, but it is cute, believe me. And there's a store here, and there's a French restaurant here, there's a Spanish restaurant there. Isn't this a cute hill, guys? Cute hill slash street. This is a sandwich shop. This is new. Buy me stand. Oh, maybe I should come here tomorrow. You see, the more I discover new places, the more I realize the more time I need. This is Florist Miyazaki, and this particular florist has been featured in an animation before. Let me get to the other side so I can show you what the florist looks like. Yeah, this particular florist was the florist in one of an animation made by Mr. Miyazaki, I believe. I might be wrong. Okay, we're almost at the base of the hill, and that is where we're going to end this video. This is another interesting house here. There are people who live here right now, but according to this plaque, yeah, there's a Western family that lived here in this Japanese house. Right now I'm not really sure who lives here, but there's this plaque here in front of the house. I wonder how the residents feel about that plaque. By the way, you know, when I have people come to Yokohama, when I take them around and show them around this place, I will usually show them this area only if it's their second day. If they have 2 days, if they only have 1 day, I usually just end up showing them the Minato Mirai area and Chinatown, and you know, that's about it, because that's all the time you have. But if you have a second day, this area is a great place to visit. Oh, that shop is closed, but you see all the quaint shops. I just love it so much. Look at this right here, this cute house here. It's not a house, it's actually a dental clinic. Isn't it cute? Looks like a dental clinic you'll find in the countryside or something. All right. Now, this is a nice flower shop, by the way. One more block to Motomachi Street. When my sister first saw this shopping street, for some reason she says that it reminded her of Europe. Although she's never been to Europe, but I guess it looked European to her. I don't blame her though. It's a very, very charming street. Alright guys, so we have arrived at Motomachi Shopping Street. Many of the shops here have been here for decades. It goes that way and it goes this way. Let's walk just a little bit. What I like about this Motomachi Shopping Street is that it's on this fairly narrow street. It's very different from Ginza, for example. Nothing like Ginza. And the fact that many of these shops have been here for a very long time. A lot of the shops are Motomachi brand. So they're born here in Yokohama. And there are a lot of places to sit. Like this, like these benches here. It's decorated for Christmas right now. It's so pretty. You see, you got all these benches here that you can sit and wait for your spouse to do some shopping and stuff. Like this shop right here, the Poppy, they've been here since 1881. Can you believe it? 1881. This place since 1952. And this cake shop right next door, this is one of the first Western cake shops, I believe. This place also very, 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 very old. Okay, let me cross the street again. I need to get away from the truck. It's noisy. All right guys, I think I'm gonna end the video because this has been quite a long video. I apologize, I got carried away, I think. But thank you so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed this random video of Motomachi and Yamate. Hopefully traveling restarts again next year, hopefully at least by spring. I really truly hope so. And if you guys make it to Japan, yeah, check Yokohama out, especially if you've been to Tokyo before. Check this place out. Yokohama is one of my favorite cities in all Japan. All right, with that said, I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye bye.